Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see here, I have a little board we're going to be going over. I get this question a lot on how much I've got invested in this thing. So transparency here, I'm going to show you guys exactly what it costs to build your own Woodrat. So first off, I'm just going to show you real quick. Look how high the grass is out here. This is nutty. So you guys, I know it's a request to go revisit the spot that I got stuck and do a redemption ride with the lockers in that back corner, but the grass is so high because it's so wet, we can't mow or bush hog or do anything with it, that I can't even prop a camera up or anything. I wouldn't even get good shots of it because the Roxor will be halfway disappeared in the grass. We do have the mud and the rain for it. It's just a matter of being able to get out there and cut it and groom it so that I can actually see. I tried back over here where I do most of my other videos where you saw I got stuck and winched out to that tree and everything over there, but you can't even see the ground over there either. So real quick, I'm gonna start blabbering. I'm going to go over real quick though that some of these are just rounded off. There's not exact stuff, and some prices have changed since I bought my stuff. So just take that into consideration. The price, I actually calculated these up, and it's like $1,500, I think, more than what I actually remember myself paying. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so for the wheel spacers, for all four 2.5 inch wheel spacers, it was about $325. I'm actually gonna hold this up for you guys. I know it's easier to see. Okay, the fuel sledge wheels, $1,000. Well, I'm going to round it off to. I remember both of these being about the same price. I can't actually go on one side and find the same price and everything. Could round it off, but the BKT tires, I got these off of speedytire.com. I got these off of Rims One online is where I got the wheels. So I'm going to put another $1,000 right here on the 35x10 R18 BKTs. The lift kit, this is one of those things that varied a lot. When I bought my lift kit from Hattiesburg Cycles, it was about $1,700. Okay. Since then, I know they redesigned and went to different springs or something like that. I think they got burnt with these because, if you don't know, we had some trouble with the springs getting too soft and they lengthened, and that's why I got to go with boomerang shackles on the front and rear. In turn, I have probably the most flexible springs out there on the market right now. So what you would pay if you bought this, about $700 more. They're about $2,400 now for that lift kit. All of these are going to be on dirtlegal.com. Yes, you can go to Roxor Performance website. You can go to On the Rocks. I don't know if they got this up on their website, but I'm choosing Dirt Legal prices because you can find all of these on there except for the wheels and tires. That's why dirtlegal.com, you can get every single one of these, and you're not cutting anybody out of the money. These people are still getting their money from selling their profit and Dirt Legal distributing. Okay, so this is the big boy right here, the most recent addition. Chromoly axles and the ox lockers. They are about $5,100. Don't mind all this other stuff. I don't have an actual whiteboard. This is a calendar. This is the best I got. So it shows you how professional of YouTube I am, huh? So I don't know if you can even see that, 5,100. And that's with the full float on the rear. If you don't know, the front is full float on these things, the rear is not. So I converted that to the rear to that. Okay, these little headlights right here, they are $150 on Dirt Legal. I think I found them a little bit cheaper than that somewhere else, but this was before all this stuff was even on websites and everything. So I can't remember honestly what I paid for some of this stuff. And so anyway, that's these exact headlights I think are the first option on the website right there, 150 bucks. The Roxor Performance Tune is it shows 500 on the website. Now I think there's a variable there. I think you can get some other option. I don't know if it's just the coding on the EGR delete or whatever. I think it ends up being about 550. I'm not too sure. That's pretty much base with any tuner you get. They're all going to be around $500, and it's not like performance based. So if you get a 75 horsepower tune, it's still going to cost the same as a 100 horsepower tune. So just keep that in mind when ordering one. That was to the last of my knowledge. They might have changed it since then. Okay, the bumpers, front and back. Okay, one of them was $550, one was $450, and then the receiver hitch to adapt, like to put a you know, like a ball or something in, was $200. So in total, $1,200. Running out of marker here. $1,200 for the bumpers and the hitch. Okay, the straight pipe. It shows $400. Okay, so I believe that's it. I hope you guys can see that. I totaled these all up, and it is $29,875. Okay, now I forgot to mention in here total Roxor price. The LE, when I purchased it in March of last year, it was like $18,500. So factor that in, I have roughly, you know, $10,000 worth of upgrades into it. Like I say, that's a little bit more than what I paid, just because I think the prices went up on some stuff. I'm not too sure. I remember calculating it up a while back and it was like closer to 28, but I'm trying to give you guys an idea if you was to build one today, what you would end up paying for it. And this is the LE, so you could get away cheaper going with a base model. That saves you, I think, $6,000. I don't know if they're still 12,500 or 13,000, whatever, for a base. But you can save some money putting your own winch, your own speaker, light bar, mirrors. I mean, that's what you're paying for with the LE, and a little graphic on the top. So now you know what I've paid for the Woodrat, and of course it would be more if you paid, you know, to have labor or whatever. I guess if you want to include, I did pay $300 to have the rear done by Hurricane Off-Road. All right, we did the front here at the house, but I didn't have room or the time or the patience to finish up on the rear, to put the rear gear and the aux locker back there. So yeah, that's my total bill. Do not regret any of it. It's a lot of money, but this thing should hopefully last me a lifetime. I mean, besides, you know, maybe bearings and U-joints and stuff like that. And just another little side note here. In 2015, as some of you may know, I bought a Polaris High Lifter Razor 1000, and it out the door was about $28,000. I know they've gotten cheaper. I think they, about $2,000 across the board for their high lifter models. So you can get them a little bit cheaper now, I believe. But it was like $28,000. Yes, I feel stupid now, but I was a lot younger then. Do I feel better about spending basically the same amount of money? Keep in mind, I spent about 28 on this thing. You guys, if you build it, you'll end up spending more just because the prices of some stuff has varied. For the same price, I feel much better about this right here. And I've never tried to lie to you guys about this thing being a race car, or can it jump like a Razor or a Maverick or something like that. No, it can't. You're not buying this thing for that. People like me that's got some land, or if you've got a business or whatever that needs something around the farm, or like I said, business, whatever you got, this is what this thing's for. Yes, you can still have fun in it. Yes, it still rides good. It actually rides better than stock the way it's sitting right now. I can take it, compare it to my parents across the road over there. It rides better than their stock one. I don't feel like I'm breaking anything when I'm out trail riding or working it. I don't have that, that kind of grit in your teeth feeling whenever you're pulling on somebody. You're not slipping a belt. I can make this argument all day. People that don't like this thing are just straight up just not going to agree with me, and that's fine. But to straight up compare this with a regular side-by-side, you can, but you can't. I mean, my thing with it is, if you're going to compare it to a Maverick or a Razor or a Ranger, yeah, you're going to be missing out on some stuff like ground clearance. I mean, of course, I got 12 inches underneath the diff and like 15 underneath the actual tubing. If you're going to compare that, then you need to compare the other parts of it too. That's my only argument with it, So I don't see hardly any videos on YouTube showing the perks or the strengths of this thing, only the weaknesses. So that's my little 2 cents with it. I'm getting kind of carried away here, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Hope you guys enjoy this. We got some news coming pretty soon, hopefully, that involves Dirt Legal. I think they're going to be announcing it before me, but we'll see. But I'm looking forward to it. So hope you guys have a good 4th of July, and we'll see you next time.